Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to study here transgenic milking animals. Okay. So we have earlier studied a transgenic animal, that is transgenic mouse, and that too transgenic knockout mouse. Okay. We've also studied the Dolly, the mammal, first mammal to be cloned. Now let us discuss here transgenic milking animals. What is a transgenic animal? A transgenic animal is the one that carries the foreign gene that has been deliberately inserted into its genome by, of course, genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology. Okay, so a transgenic animal carries a foreign gene that has been inserted inside its genome deliberately. Okay, the foreign genes are inserted into the germline of the animal itself so that it can be transmitted to the progenies. Okay, so the foreign gene has to be inserted inside the germline so that it can be transmitted to the progeny. Now, thus, they are genetically modified animals, they are genetically modified organisms. Now, transgenic technology has led to the development of fishes, livestock, and other animals. Okay, so transgenic technology has led us for the development of transgenic fishes, transgenic livestock animals, that includes cattle, sheep, goat, etc., and other animals also. Now, transgenic animals can be produced by any one of the three methods, like DNA microinjection method, or retrovirus mediated gene transfer, or embryonic stem cell mediated gene transfer. Okay, so it can be brought about by how can we construct or develop a transgenic animal? By DNA microinjection method, or by retrovirus mediated gene transfer, or by embryonic stem cell mediated gene transfer. Now, let us study transgenic cow. Right. The methodology for the production of transgenic cow is as under. We are going to study here how transgenic cow, like transgenic milking animal. The first we are going to discuss about transgenic cow. The first thing we need to do is, the step one is construction of a transgene. You have to construct a transgene, right? Transgene, it is made up of three parts. It consists of a promoter, which will help in the expression of the foreign gene that is inserted in it, that is promoter. Okay, flanking the gene to be expressed, followed by a termination sequence. There is also an antibiotic resistance gene to select the cells that have taken up the gene construct. Okay, so a transgene consists of a promoter gene, the gene of interest, the gene to be expressed, the foreign gene, then the termination sequence, and there is also a antibiotic resistance gene. Now, the next thing we need to do is, this gene construct, the transgene construct, is to be introduced into the animal. So, introduction of foreign gene construct into the animal. The foreign gene construct that we have studied in the first step can be inserted or can be introduced into the animal by pronuclear microinjection method and embryonic stem cell injection method. Okay, pronuclear microinjection method or embryonic stem cell method. Let us discuss here pronuclear microinjection method, by which the foreign gene construct is introduced into the animal. Now, first thing what to do is, mature oocytes or eggs are collected from super ovulated female cow. Okay, so of course some hormonal treatment is given to the animal cow, and then we collect the mature oocytes or eggs. The eggs are fertilized in vitro by injecting sperms from semen collected from a bull. Okay, so carry out artificial fertilization of the eggs that you have collected from a female or from the cow. Now, the fertilized eggs are centrifuged so that the yolk settles at one pole of the egg or oocyte, right? So first what we do is collect oocytes or eggs from super ovulated female. Then in vitro fertilization of the eggs with the sperms collected from sperms from the semen collected from a bull. Then the fertilized eggs are subjected to centrifugation so that the yolk of the egg settles at one pole of the egg. Then the foreign gene construct is micro-injected into the male pronucleus in the oocytes. Okay. Then the foreign gene construct is micro-injected into the male pronucleus in the oocyte. Okay. Like you can see here, super ovulated cow. From the super ovulated cow, we have to collect the eggs, and then we have to collect sperms from the semen collected from the bull. Now the eggs, okay, are allowed to fertilize in vitro by, that is IVF, in vitro fertilization by with the sperm. So sperms are injected into the egg. Now we have a fertilized egg. The fertilized egg is subjected to centrifugation. After centrifugation, the yolk will settle at one end. Then what we have to do, with the help of the holding pipette, the egg is hold, and using a micro injection pipette, the foreign DNA, the foreign gene construct is introduced or inserted into the male pronucleus. Okay, the foreign gene construct is inserted into the male pronucleus using micro injection technique. Okay, so to hold the egg in position, it should not move. That is why we use a holding pipette there. Okay, this is the holding pipette, and this is the male pronucleus, and the foreign gene construct is inserted into the male pronucleus using a micro injection pipette. Okay. Now, the fertilized egg or oocytes are grown in vitro till they attain blastula stage. Okay, so now you have fertilized egg with the foreign gene construct inserted inside the male pronucleus. Now allow them to grow in vitro and multiply and reach a blastocyst stage. And then the blastocysts are implanted into the uterus of cow or foster mother, surrogate mother. Okay, then the blastula stage, blastula is inserted inside the uterus of the surrogate mother, cow. The surrogate mother is allowed to mate the earlier night with a vasectomized male to bring up a pseudo-pregnant condition. Okay, the earlier, before blastocyst is implanted into the uterus of the surrogate mother, that surrogate mother is allowed to mate the earlier night with a vasectomized male. Okay, so to bring up a position of a pseudo-pregnant condition. Then the surrogate mother produces transgenic calves. Okay, after a period of 9 months is over. Right? So we have studied already in this diagram that the foreign gene construct is inserted inside the male pronucleus. Then in vitro cultivation of the fertilized egg till it reaches blastula stage, right? Then the blastocyst is implanted into the uterus of the surrogate mother, and after 9 months, transgenic calf is born. Transgenic milking animal, you can say, is born. So this is the flow sheet for development of transgenic milking animal. What is the use of transgenic cattle? The transgenic milking animal or cow have been developed by introducing novel genes. When we say we have constructed a transgene or a foreign gene, what gene you are going to insert inside the genetic makeup of the cow at the into the embryo, so that, or into the egg, so that a transgenic animal is born. So transgenic cow with K casein gene insert. Okay. Transgenic cow with K casein gene insert will produce milk rich in K casein. Okay, so this animal will produce milk which is rich in K casein, and this will be very much useful for cheese making. So that milk will be rich in casein. Then we can also insert lactase gene, transgenic cattle with lactase gene. Now those cattle which have lactase gene inserted inside their genetic makeup produce milk which is poor in lactose, because lactase gene will break the lactose. Okay, so these animals, these transgenic cow will produce milk which is very poor in lactose, and this milk poor in lactose will be helpful for the people who are lactose intolerant. Okay, this is how we can insert various novel genes and bring about changes in the milk. Now, how about transgenic sheep? Now, microinjection method has been used to create transgenic sheep with novel gene construct. Same method which we studied for transgenic cow, we can use for transgenic sheep also. Okay. Now, mammary gland of the transgenic sheep serve as bioreactors and produce pharmaceutically valuable proteins. You can say the milk collected from the transgenic animal, okay, will produce pharmaceutically valuable product. What kind of pharmaceutically valuable product? Like alpha-1 antitrypsin, okay, ATT, then ATT protein, factor 9, etc. So production of transgenic animal is called as animal farming, and these animals which are transgenic serve as bioreactors, and their milk produces valuable, pharmaceutically valuable proteins, which can be used for various treatment of various genetic disorders or diseases. Now, say for example, the alpha-1 antitrypsin gene is fused with beta-lactoglobulin promoter. Okay, the alpha-1 antitrypsin gene is fused with beta-lactoglobulin promoter, and it is micro-injected into the male pronucleus of fertilized egg of a sheep. I mean, see, the same procedure which we have studied for construction of transgenic cow will be applied here. And the gene of interest, whatever protein you want to produce, okay, the gene that produces the particular protein will be inserted into the male pronucleus of the fertilized egg. Okay, then the egg, after reaching the blastula stage, is implanted into the uterus of the surrogate mother after attaining blastula stage. The sheep will produce transgenic lamb. The transgenic lamb, if it is a female sheep, after reaching maturity, it will give 1 to 35 gram of alpha-1 antitrypsin in 1 liter of milk. Okay, so the transgenic sheep will produce, because alpha-1 antitrypsin gene has been introduced into the animal, that animal will produce milk which will contain 1 to 35 gram of alpha-1 antitrypsin in 1 liter of milk. Okay. Emphysema, which is a lung disease in man, can be treated by injecting this alpha-1 antitrypsin. Okay, so for treating this lung disease, emphysema, alpha-1 antitrypsin factor 2 is going to help too much. Transgenic sheep with factor 9 produces factor 9 in the milk, and this factor 9 is isolated from milk, purified and used to treat hemophilia in man, which is a genetic issue. Okay. So this transgenic animal sheep, the milk of the sheep, can produce various pharmaceutically valuable products for treatment of various kind of diseases or genetic disorders. Say for example, transgenic goat. Transgenic goats are also used for animal farming. The transgenic goat with TPA gene produces tissue plasminogen activator in milk. Okay, the transgenic goat in which TPA gene has been inserted again, okay, by the same method. Then the gene, the TPA gene introduced into the animal transgenic goat will produce tissue plasminogen activator in milk. This TPA, tissue plasminogen activator, is used to dissolve blood clots. Okay, it can be used for treating patients of myocardial infarction. Some proteins produced by sheep and goat also have good pharmaceutical use. So this is how the transgenic milking animal are going to help us in producing pharmaceutically valuable products in their milk. Okay, so transgenic animals serve as bioreactors for the production of therapeutically important proteins. So let us discuss some example of animals and the milking animals and the protein they produce and what is the use of that product. Say for example, transgenic cows can produce lactoferrin. Lactoferrin promotes intestinal iron absorption and hence can be used to overcome iron deficiency. Lactoferrin also has antibacterial activity. Then transgenic goat, they are manipulated or genetically modified in such a way that they produce tissue plasminogen activator protein. This is used to treat myocardial infarction so that it will dissolve the blood clots. Same, transgenic goat can also produce antithrombin 3, which will regulate blood clotting. Transgenic goat can be used to produce cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator, CFTR, cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator. This protein is used for treatment of patients which suffer from cystic fibrosis. Okay, again a lung infection. Then sheep, transgenic sheep can produce alpha-1 antitrypsin protein, which is used in treatment of a lung disease, emphysema, so that there is proper exchange of gases. Okay, so that is all about development of transgenic and transgenic milking